Hi.
Hi, Jensen. Hi, Misha. I'm Myra.
Ooh, I was lots of fans. When are you doing photos?
I didn't have my own room. But I wanted to ask you guys a little bit about the booking process to get on like interview shows. I love Stephen Colbert, like Hot Ones. I know you've talked about wanting to get on that and how it works for you guys to get on there, and then the preparation for those interviews versus these type of interviews.
Well, like for this one, I mean, we prepared for quite some time for this. We were rehearsing.
15 years, actually. No, it's, and this is no secret, usually when you have something to promote, then you have a publicist or the studio publicist who then makes the phone calls to the various shows, to their booker people, and says, you know, we've got so-and-so, he's got something coming up, he'd like to come on the show, and so, and then once they're like, okay, great, we'll pencil him in for, you know, this date. Then a producer from that show will do a pre-interview with the talent and call and have maybe a, you know, half-hour conversation on the phone and just ask a variety of questions about either stuff personal or professional or whatever it is, and effectively just looking for good anecdotes that can be brought up on the taping day. So all of the things that you see are I mean, that's why the talk show hosts, they have no cards, because they know they're already told what to bring up. And like, oh, Jensen told me a funny story about when they were vacationing, you know, in Europe this past year. And so ask them about that, and then tease you up to tell the story for the audience. So even though it looks like you're just having a conversation with somebody, it's that there is 99% of the time it's kind of all pre-planned a bit. Now sometimes a really good talk show host, you know, might go off script and might dive into something else that maybe wasn't talked about, and a good guest will be able to kind of roll along with that. But largely it's a pre-interview that you tell some funny stories or some anecdotes to that producer, and then they pick which ones they think would be the best for the show. So that's kind of how that goes. I know it's not as glorious as it sounds, but that's how we do it.